Feely.
And Kili. At your service. You must be Mr. Boggins.
No, you can't come in. You come to the wrong house.
What? Has it been cancelled?
No one told us.
No, nothing's been cancelled.
That's a relief.
So is this your first one today? Scary.
Oh, good. Go easy on it.
Yeah. Off you go.
Okay. Well, did you start reading the book to prepare for your roles?
Unfortunately, no. You're not finished with that question, are you?
And, well, how much direction did you take from the book?
Ah, right. Well, yes, you're looking at me, aren't you? I didn't read the book before I met Peter Jackson. It was quite an awkward situation, actually. I walked into the room and Peter, the first thing he said was, "Nice to meet you, I'm a big fan of your show." And I thought, brilliant, have the part, excellent. And he said, "Have you read The Hobbit?" I went, "No." "Oh, what have I done?" I told him I haven't read The Hobbit, but it kind of worked out okay because he took the next 45 minutes to tell me all about it and stuff. So I got to it when I was cast about 3 or 4 months after I was in the film. I think I got around to reading it.
Yeah, no, I was the same. I didn't read it when I was a young fella. I mean, it was something that didn't really interest me. It wasn't the sort of thing that I was interested in when I was a kid. But I mean, obviously, when I got the job, I thought I'd better read it. And it's such a great story. And I think Peter has always recognised that it's a good story and wanted to kind of like bring it onto the screen. And he's a very good storyteller. Tolkien's a great storyteller. Peter's also a great storyteller.
Well, the roles were really physical. Did you need any special training, like how to be a dwarf things?
Yeah, exactly that. We had sort of a dwarven boot camp sort of thing in pre-prep. We had about 10 or 12 weeks to train. We did horse riding and sword fighting and archery lessons and singing lessons and movement classes and walking like a dwarf and talking like a dwarf. Didn't use any of it, of course, but it was good.
No, it was great. It was good for us to get to know each other, you know. But also, you did have to have a certain amount of stamina. I mean, we did a lot of training. Because you're carrying a lot of weight when you're wearing those costumes and your armour and all that, and sort of moving around at speed and kind of through difficult sort of situations. So I mean, we did have to kind of get quite fit.
And the dwarves look like that they've been together for ages. So did you need any did you have any team bonding sessions?
No, with all the work we've just been talking about, that was what really bonded us, you know. And also, if you're living together and working together on a daily basis before you start filming, by the time you get to start the movie, you're sort of hitting the ground running. So that the bonding happened in the work, but also in the play, because we lived very near each other and socialised a lot together.
Cool. There are some pretty epic scenes in the film, and they look massive. Were the sets as big as they looked?
They kind of were, really. I mean, Peter built all those sets. Obviously, got those sets built. It was amazing. I mean, there was obviously a lot of green screen used, but it was usually a big drape that went all around the perimeter of the sound studio, for instance. I mean, if you're in the forest, you can only see these tiny little slivers of green, and the detail is astounding up close to it as well. I mean, some of the stuff that doesn't get seen is just, it's almost a shame, you know.
Yeah. Well, obviously now you don't look like dwarves. So, did you spend a lot of time in hair and makeup?
Well, I did. He didn't. I would go. The whole process would start. I'd do about 1 hour and 20 in prosthetics, then about 50 minutes in makeup and hair, and then 20 minutes putting on your costume. So it's about 3 hours every morning for me.
6 minutes. 6 minutes.
I know, unfair.
Gosh.
The luck of the Southern Irish.
What was your favourite scene in the entire film?
I do enjoy Bag End. I mean, it was the first time we got together as a cast and actually performed together and stuff, and I have a lot of fond memories from that. So, the food fight thing we had going on in that, the dining scene or whatever you call it, was a lot of fun for me.
What about you?
Yeah, no, I'd probably say the same. I mean, I loved it. It was just such an exciting time for us, and we were getting to know each other. And it was the beginning of our journey. It was the beginning of the dwarves' journey, but it was the beginning of our journey.
The Stone Giants scene was fun too, right? We
used to get tough though, that in the wet.
You found it hard, right?
Yeah,
you couldn't really pull through that one.
Yeah.
What can we expect in the next film?
Well, I think, more excitement. I think hopefully the audience will now know the dwarves a wee bit better. So they have a long way to go yet, the dwarves. I mean, they've got giant spiders to get through. They've got the forest to go through. They've a lot more trouble with the orcs and the wargs, and then there's the small matter of a dragon.
Thanks, it's been great talking to you.
Cool.
Lovely.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you, nice to meet you.
Cheers. Well, that could have been worse.
You got to be joking!